Hey guys, if you're interested, this whole video is filmed on my Meta smart glasses. So yeah, let's just go straight to the review. Alright, so how is it to have a Cowboy? Well, I'll show you. So basically I have the Cowboy app here on my phone, and if I click on it, this is kind of the home screen, and I can see the location of my bike. So if it moves, someone stole it, I will be able to see the live location. With the battery or without, it still shares this information every 15 minutes. It says air quality is fair enough today, so you know what's going on. Will it rain? Is air quality good? Is it windy? It will give you all this information there. And if you swipe up, it shows the weather forecast, how much is going to be raining on the different times. And you can also see battery, 61% left, enough for 29 kilometers. Air quality is good, and this is my morning ride. I also have stats for how much I've been cycling the last month, year, all time, and it even gives me like different records I've done. So very nice. You can join different groups and see how you're stacking up against other people, or even make your a private group with your friends to compare. And you also have settings: auto unlock, auto lock, theft alerts, crash detection, change nickname, advanced settings where you can get details of your bike, together with total distance and activation date. And actually in the app you can book a service, activate Find My Bike if it got stolen or lost. You can also buy different parts for your bike, new handlebars, new brake pads, new seats. So very cool overall application, works excellent. And you can also save here. Here you can search where you want to go. It can be like shopping mall, or you can just go home or go to work. So yeah, now I'm approaching my bicycle, and as you can see, as you get close, it actually shows the unlock button. Now if I just move the pedals, the lights will turn on and I can already bike. I don't even need to take the phone out of my pocket, it will unlock automatically. Or I can click on the unlock button, and then the lights will turn on and the bike will be turned on. The bicycle usually comes with an ABUS bike system there, but I actually like having this here since it's just a bit faster. So you can kind of research what works for you. So as you can see, just by moving the wheels, now the bike is activated. You can see the battery percentage here on the C3. If it's a C4, you'll see it here on the handlebar where you put your phone. This is the C3 model, so I have just installed the quad lock myself. As you can see, now the lights are on in the back. This is the battery, and in the front we have it here. And I must say, this bike just looks very beautiful, very nice, very minimalistic. I really like it. Now let's see how it looks while riding. And I mean, it's a bit of a stiff bicycle, so very sporty, very easy to get to high speeds of 30 kilometers per hour or so, and you do feel the motor very nicely. When you just look at the app itself, you can see how many kilometers left you have in the battery, and if you click it, you can change to kind of this dash mode that focuses on different information. And it's also using my heart rate from the Apple Watch. So if I look at my Apple Watch, it actually shows how many minutes I've been on the bike, how many kilometers, my heart rate, kilometers remaining. Also this kind of recovery view, and I can also share my ride with friends. And I also can lock and lock, or look at the map. So all very cool, very well made. And then here's your actual speed right now. Here I can choose lights, I can choose to turn off power. I can also have this kind of control setup here where I can turn on the sound of the navigation. I can go help, can share, and I can also lock my bike by long pressing that button. So now if we just say, I'm gonna be going home, different routes, and it also shows the air quality. And when I click start, it just shows pretty much like Google Maps. And then it shows 11 minutes, 4.7 kilometers, and I'll be arriving at 13:18. Pretty awesome. So yeah, so now let's just bike a little bit and see how the experience is. So here you can see my current kilometers, and basically as I put pressure on the pedal, the electric motor helps me more and more, and it will help me up to around 25 kilometers per hour, and then it will stop helping me, and then I need to pedal the last 30 myself, and that's completely fine. As you can see now, we're already at 25. If I want to take it easy and I don't want to be sweaty, I can just very casually bicycle without pressing too much, and then the bicycle will slowly get up to 25. If I put a little bit, just a tiny bit more effort, I'm up at 25 kilometers per hour. And if I just put like a little bit of effort myself, I can very easily reach 30. Above 30, it becomes a little bit hard, actually. You know, I can easily reach like 35, 37 if I put like all my strength, but not much more than that. And going downhill in a huge hill here in Copenhagen, I managed to hit 52 kilometers per hour, but that was really giving the maximum I could pedal, and it was downhill. So the gear ratio is very optimized to bring you from 25 kilometers per hour up to 30, and maximum around 35 comfortably. Above that, the rotation is just too high, so it doesn't really work. But yeah, as you can see, we're here. The app is right in front of me. It looks beautiful. I can see exactly where I'm going. Yeah, I mean, it's a really nice experience, very futuristic experience. If I click here, then I can see a big screen showing me how much the engine is working, and yeah, how much the engine is working itself, and my speed, together with my range, total distance travel, duration. I can swipe here easily and get other stats, and I can see also my heart. So yeah, so I mean, the feeling when riding is actually just very natural. You don't really feel like the motor is overpowering. You don't feel like you're on a motorbike. It's more like just of a very natural feeling, like you feel like you're biking on a regular bike, but of course just with a lot less effort and moving a lot quicker. And because it's a torque sensor, then you only feel the engine going when you put pressure down on every pedal. So the motor is just, you know, up and down, helping you, and that's what also makes it very natural experience. Yeah, so I mean, if you do want kind of a thrill of an electric bike where the bike will pull you a lot, then you would need to or change the settings through third-party apps, or go for like another kind of bicycle that. So yeah, as you can see, that guy is getting a fine, it looks like. Yeah, and this is a Tivoli in the heart of Copenhagen. Very nice amusement park, and we are almost in the city center here in Copenhagen. Alright, so the experience on the Cowboy is just very, very nice. It just feels very intuitive, very modern, and also like very original bicycle feeling. You're not, yeah, I mean, if you like biking, you will definitely like this bike. If you want something like very different, then maybe something like an electric unicycle or an electric scooter will be better for you. But overall, very, very polished, very, very nice experience. So yeah, now I'm going over a little bit of an incline, and basically the experience is quite nice. I mean, if I want to get up very fast, I can put a lot of effort and get there fast. If I want to relax, I can just reduce the speed to around 20 or so, and then the engine is doing most of the work. So overall, very cool experience. So yeah, so here we're in one of the most famous bridges in Copenhagen, and it's a bit uncomfortable. There's no suspension, tires are quite thin and high pressure, so I mean you definitely feel the bumps. I tend to kind of lift myself a tiny bit on the bumps, so I have a more comfortable ride. Alright, so that was the end of the ride. So yeah, let's look at it. So when you finish your ride, you can just take it off like this. You could actually just leave the bicycle and it would automatically end your run, and it would turn off the lights and disable the motor, as it has just done right now. Or I could just click the button and then it will do the same thing. So most of the time I don't do anything. I just leave the bicycle. It auto locks, auto shutdowns. So very nice. Then arriving, you can see remaining battery life. You see the same information as before. Yeah, so after you finish your bike ride, it will go a few minutes before the bicycle sends via its own modem the ride to the cloud. You can see here your trip is processing. And once the trip has completed, it will be showing on that main screen. But also you can see it here, you know, this was my morning ride to work. So this is how it looks like. It shows you the map, where you've been, total minutes driven, distance, average speed, moving time, elapsed time, ride duration, calories burned. And it automatically syncs to Strava if you would like that. Your heart rate info, how many yeah, then it shows your motor power, human power, and how much battery you consume during that one ride. And as you can see, yeah, it took a minute or two, but I received here my exercise breakdown. Automatically syncs with my Apple Watch and my Apple Health. It will also show eventually on my Strava, and you can see Apple Watch back to normal. So very nice, smooth, really cool experience. Alright, so what about battery range? How does this bicycle do? So when you first buy the bike, you're gonna have 70 kilometers range here. And then as you ride the bike, it's gonna show you estimated range based on how you usually ride. So if you're a heavy rider like me, I weigh 104 kilos, plus my backpack's around 110 kilos. And I tend to be on the lazier side, so I don't pedal so much myself. So very quickly the range went from 70 to 50 kilometers range. And to be honest, now in the winter months where it's quite cold, I actually get even less. I probably get just 40 kilometers range or so. So yeah, so luckily you can just take this battery out and bring it up to your apartment and charge it very easily. So I think it's quite okay. But if you're expecting 70 kilometers every time, then don't. Alright guys, so that was it. That was my quick review of the Cowboy C3, and it also applies to the C4. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's anything else you would like to know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.